Are you in the market for a new cell phone? I am. Shopping around for the best one can be a pain. And so this month's issue of ShopSmart magazine helps you make the right call on picking out the best phone for you. And joining us more is Jody, Rohlena, senior editor for ShopSmart. Good morning.
Hello.
Okay, so this is totally about the phone I'm looking for. No, this is about
That's all right. I'm here to help you and everybody else.
All right, so let's talk about your 5 tips on what we can do here. The first one you say is decide before you go based on your needs. What kind of things should you be thinking about?
Well, are you going to talk on the phone and text and take pictures and do those very simple things, or do you really need a smartphone? All those apps sound cool, but will you really use them? And are you willing to spend more on the service plan to have a smartphone?
Oh, sorry. Are you in the market for a new cell phone? I am. Shopping around for one can be a pain. So this month's issue of ShopSmart magazine helps you make the right call on picking out the best phone for you. And joining us now with more is Jody, Rohlena, senior editor for ShopSmart. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk about phones because everybody's got one and we all need a new one eventually. What kind of things should you be thinking about before you hit the store?
Think about what you really want the cell phone to do. Are you just going to talk and text and maybe take pictures, or do you really need a smartphone with apps and internet access and all those extra bells and whistles? You'll pay more for that. So if they're not really important to you, you want to think hard about that before you go to the store and get wowed by all of the cool new features.
Those can really add up.
Yeah,
I know
and the service
from my
plan
cell
is
phone.
more too. So you're going to pay more every month in addition to potentially paying more for the phone. Make sure it's important.
And what about when you narrow it down? Can you try these phones out first? How do you give it a whirl?
Well, you can give it a whirl right there in the store. If it's a keyboard, if there's a keyboard involved, try it. Pretend you're typing something. See what you think of it. How does it feel in your hand? Is it comfortable? Is it small enough to fit in your bag? Also ask if there's a display model you can take outside to see if you can read it in bright sunlight, because if the display issue is a problem, you'll want to know that.
Absolutely. A lot of people have contract paranoia. They don't want to sign and then realize that maybe they should have gotten something else. But can you save money signing a contract? What's the best way to go?
Well, you save big money, not necessarily on what you pay every month, but on the phone. A lot of times you'll get a free phone, you'll get a discounted phone. They really have incentives for you to sign that contract. It's usually a year or two, but make sure that you can handle the commitment period, because if you break the contract, it can cost you like $350 or even more to break the deal.
What happens if you take the phone home and you hate it and you got to give it back? Is there a grace period? How does all that work?
Yeah, there is. Fortunately, you usually have about 30 days to try it out. All the carriers are pretty unified in that. Take it home, try it, see how the reception is. If you're switching to a new carrier, make sure that it works in the places where you typically talk. If it doesn't, within that 30-day period, take it back, get a different one.
So that way you don't have to be in your house by the window, leaning out.
Crouched down. It just doesn't work.
And then lastly, I always wonder about this. Every time I bought a new phone, they ask you, do you want to get a warranty or a plan? What do I do?
Yeah, insurance. They'll try to sell you the
insurance.
insurance. It's a few more bucks a month. It seems like a good deal. So does the extended warranty. Typically, it's not. We survey people about this, and only a very small minority of people ever use those things. Maybe 17% said that they had that the phone stopped working. Only 3% lost or had the phone stolen during that warranty period. So technically, if you look at those odds, you're throwing money away.
Take your chances.
Take your
Spend
chances.
the money on lottery
Be careful with it, but yeah.
All right, Jody, Rohlena. Jody, thanks so much.
Thank you.